New jerseys are coming out. Do you know what you want? Do you have a budget set? Are you prepared to buy when it randomly drops? In today's video, I want you guys to think about maybe having a game plan for this upcoming season. It's that time of the year again. So for the last couple years, Nike has been dropping their NBA jerseys from mid-November all the way through January, especially with those City Edition jerseys. They usually release definitely right in the middle of November, right when the season starts, like the very early parts of the season. They do little restocks here and there, and then in January they get like a new batch. So not every City Edition jersey or like the new jerseys pop out all at once. It kind of gets, it's like a staggered release. It's like they sprinkle jerseys here and there throughout the holiday season, and especially with the City Edition jerseys, they're one and done runs. So once they're sold out and they're done restocking and stuff like that, probably won't see them again. I mean, I don't know if they'll change that in the future, but like the icon and the association jersey and the statement jerseys, they tend to get recycled. They don't always get redesigned, so those you'll probably see the same kind of versions of them year by year, just little tweaks or maybe no tweaks at all. So in today's video, I just want to go over the importance of having a game plan when it comes to buying jerseys this season. So before we get started, if you guys find this video helpful or entertaining, an easy way to support the channel, just by hitting like, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So when I drop new videos or tips and tricks, you don't miss out. Alright, let's get into it. I feel like having a game plan when buying jerseys is really important because it keeps your eye on the prize. Well, you know, like keeping your eyes on the jerseys that you really want. Especially with the authentic runs, they sell out quick. For example, last year when they dropped on Nike and Fanatics in like the NBA store, if you had 2 to 3 minutes to go grab them and you didn't get it, it sells out like that. Some of these jerseys sell out within 5 minutes. If an authentic stays for more than an hour, you're lucky. Even with the Swingman jerseys, they can sell out just as quick. It just depends on what particular Swingman jersey. If it's a popular player, boom, it's gone. But this leads on to my first point that I want to start with the game plan, is just identifying what you want this season. At the time of recording, there hasn't been a lot of teams that released, like officially revealed their City Edition jersey, but there's so many leaks online, so you can get an idea of what jerseys are coming out this season. So, which we will look at in a little bit. You can kind of tell like, oh, that looks good, that's ugly, I won't buy that. So that's a good start off point. Alright, we're going to go ahead and check out the leaked City Edition jerseys that you can find online. So this is NBA Uniform Tracker on Twitter. So they posted this up. You got that Los Angeles Lakers. You got New Orleans. It kind of looks the same as usual New Orleans stuff. Thunder went with like gray. I don't know. Maybe with these leaks, it may look better, you know, in hand. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on grading them, but looks like Orlando has like a black version, and that's their City Edition. I want to know these backstories. Brotherly love. Definitely not into this one. I always thought that was goofy looking, but that's just me. This one is supposed to be like the carpet in the Portland airport. I don't know how to feel about that one yet, but we'll see. Sacramento went with gray and purple. I don't know. The Spurs doing the Fiesta thing again. I like that side panel trim. This could be very interesting. I don't know yet. Toronto, I feel like they're running out of OVO ideas, so this one's more plain than usual. Atlanta, again with the peach tree. I like the concept. The Chicago one, from these files, it looks kind of bland, but someone showed me, damn it, I can't remember the guy off the top of my head. You know who I'm talking about. I posted you on Instagram. The little details on this, because they had it in hand, some of these retail stores, it actually looks pretty nice. I'm digging that one. The land, so it kind of looks like the land before time. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'm going to have to see that one in person. Dallas went with true to Dallas colors. Denver kind of has like a throwback colorway, well, throwback design of like the past jersey. I don't know. This one might be cool. Detroit, I don't know what color it's going to be, but we will see. This Warriors one, honestly, I think the sublimation kind of looks cool. Like design-wise, like for actual making the quality and just sublimating a cool design, but I have no idea what it is. I'll have to want to check that one out in person. Pacers, I'm definitely not into this one. LA, I mean, it looks pretty basic, but who knows? I can't really tell. Memphis, I can't tell here either. Then you got the Heat. They just flipped the colorway, flipped the design. Milwaukee has like the old colorways, and then the Blue Lake may be themed. Brooklyn, they basically reversed the colorway again. CLT, oh no, with the Charlotte ones. But yeah, this is pretty much the leaks for the City Edition of jerseys. So you can kind of get an idea now, like, hey, this one maybe I want, maybe I'll pass on the other one. So just get an idea of what you want to gun for and go for will probably help just to make the decisions quicker. And then we'll go to sportslogos.net. They kind of had like the same thing. You see, oh wait, totally forgot. They had Washington. Washington's there, that pink one. But that's most of the teams. I think that's like 23, 24 teams. We got the Statement Edition jerseys. These are slowly getting rolled out, but just the Swingmans, not the Authentics. So we'll see how that goes. You got Mavs. That one actually looks good on court. Warriors kind of look plain, look like Michigan or Cal. I don't know. I'm biased. I kind of like the colorway. I rock that type of colorway out, like for myself. Clippers, love the script. They just kind of added a side panel. The Lakers one, I'm still not into it. I don't know. Grizzlies is pretty much the same. They just add like Memphis across the top. Utah, you know what? I don't know. I kind of like it because the other uniforms are ugly on their end. But let's go to the Classic Edition jerseys. These are like the dope ones because these are like the 90s designs. This one, super sick. Katie just dropped somebody. I think it was Gafford in this uni. Super sick. Pistons, you can't go wrong with it. This is beautiful. Run TMC, beautiful. Lakers, I like it too. I don't normally wear the wider jerseys because I also ruin them real quick. It actually looks nice in person. I like it. The Heat, I mean, they're all fire, to be honest. So getting an idea of what you're going to go for is going to be detrimental, especially if it sells out super quick. But with Classic Edition jerseys, unfortunately, we might not get Authentics. That's just the Nike track record. They usually only come out with Swingmans, and the people on court get them nice looking ones. I advise just making a list of the jerseys that you really, really want this year. So when it does drop, you're not looking at jerseys that you know you weren't going to buy. You'll just gun for the jerseys that is a must for you. Like, prioritize the jerseys that you really, really want over the ones that you're like, it's okay. And think about it. Because like I said, if it's one of those jerseys that sell out quick, you got to make that quick decision ASAP. The next thing I want you guys to think about when game planning for this season is setting aside a budget to buy these jerseys. So, collecting anything. I mean, it could be jerseys, it could be toys, it could be collectibles, whatever it is, it can get really expensive. Especially jerseys, it's a very expensive hobby to have. So, first off, I wouldn't want you guys to go overboard and crazy where it gets to the point it affects your actual personal life. Like, take care of your bills and take care of whatever you got to take care of before buying these jerseys. Because jerseys are little luxuries that we have to like make ourselves happy and like, oh, it's nice and stuff like that. But I'd rather you guys take care of life first and necessities over jerseys. So think about that first. Don't go crazy. Everybody budgets a different way. For example, some people like to set aside some money each paycheck and just have some play money, and then, you know, that's going towards like collectibles or whatever you want to use your money on. Or just knowing in your head like, hey, I can only afford one this week, one this month, a couple this year. Just knowing that limit and just try not to go overboard. Like I said, I want y'all to take care of necessities first over this stuff. Like, if you miss out on some jerseys, it may open up and you may find that jersey again in the future. You might pay a lot more, but I'd rather you guys necessities and eat and take care of your family and stuff like that than buying a whole bunch of jerseys then you can't eat. Honestly, for myself, I feel like last season I spent way too much freaking money on these things. Like, I bought things that I thought I liked, and then because I had no game plan. See, it goes back to the first step. It's like knowing what I want. Like, I didn't have that. I just grabbed things that I thought I would like impulsively, and impulsive buys are, it's not going to be your best friend because you're going to end up buying stuff that you probably won't want later down the road. So when I end up looking at the things I bought and I'm like, man, I don't even like it, I end up selling them. And when I sell them, not every time it's for profit. Sometimes I sell for a loss. So I lost pretty chunk of change. So just having a budget and knowing I won't go over it this season, I feel like it's gonna take care of myself financially, and so I don't have to like, oh man, I gotta sell it, and then I'm like desperate for money, and then you sell it for a loss. So I don't want you guys to go through that type of deal, because yeah, it can get bad. And lastly, I just want you guys to be prepared. So especially with these Nike drops, whether it's a City Edition, Classic, Icon, Association, whatever different type of jersey that they drop, usually they don't have like a drop date. So everyone's like wondering like, oh, when is it? Besides that, just checking consistently can be like super boring, really time consuming, and not everybody has the time to do it in their day. Like for me, I try to post it as soon as I can. I'm checking it constantly at work. I know. I have a second computer or my phone on, and then I'll just refresh and see if anything pops up. For me, the next couple weeks is going to be busy, so I don't think I'm going to be really on top of my stuff just because I'm starting a new gig. There's no way I'm going to be on my phone now and be like, hey, new boss, let me look through these jerseys. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to try, but honestly, having links saved and just bookmarked so you can just refresh and kind of just see quickly like, hey, is anything new pop up? I feel like it's going to be helpful. So just being prepared in that type of aspect. And if you want to support the channel, I have some affiliate links in the description that are already search optimized. For example, if you click the new Nike NBA jerseys on Fanatics link, basically I have it search optimized where it's already filtered out for men's sizes, Nike, and jerseys, and then it shows you all the new releases. So it's not going to give you all the excess like sports gear and memorabilia and stuff like that. It's just strictly all the jerseys and the newest ones that show up first. So basically, if you're gonna play that game where you're gonna check every day or every couple hours and see if anything drops, if you're doing it by yourself, just have those links like ready to go and just bookmark just so you can easily, just a click away and you'll see it. But you could also use like Facebook groups. Some groups have people like posting, hey, this just dropped. So having those alerts are always nice as well. You could have those, let's say the Nike app, having the Nike app and just seeing the new releases, that's also helpful. I also have a Discord group, shameless plug, Discord group. I'm trying to build a little community of like just being positive and stuff like that. But basically, we got some helpful guys posting it in the Discord group showing like, hey, this just dropped today, this just leaked, and there's just, if you want to just, you know, talk shop and stuff like that, there's little topic threads that you could talk in, and you know, I think it's cool. I like it because like even if I miss out on stuff and somebody on the link like in the Discord group shows like, hey, this dropped, I essentially use that information to tell everybody else. Essentially, it's just a bunch of people who love sports and jerseys. So, you know, everyone's really helpful. Everyone's being respectful. So I can't complain about that. But there's other sources as well, like Reddit groups. Reddit groups also have that as well. So just figuring out little resources that's going to be helpful for you when these drops happen, I think it's golden. So at the end of it, I just want you guys to be prepared and be ready. So just knowing what you want in mind, just so when things drop, and a lot of them drop at the same time, you know what jersey's like, nah, I don't want that one, I'm looking for this one, you know? So you just have a particular set jerseys in mind, just so you don't stray and like miss out, because every minute counts when it comes to these like new jersey drops. I want you guys to really have a budget in plan, and just have that in mind, just so you know what you can spend and what you can't spend. Like I said, necessities first, take care of your life first, and like whatever you gotta take care of. These little luxuries are always gonna be there, even if you miss out, right? It sucks, because like I've missed out tons of times. I'm like, man, I wish I bought it. But down the line, maybe months, maybe weeks, maybe years down the line, these opportunities pop up again. Like, someone will resell it because they want like maybe quick cash, you know, want to free up some stuff. You might be able to buy it and have it in your collection. So just because it's gone for the time being doesn't mean it won't ever come back around. So even if you do end up missing out, don't worry, there's always new designs that pop up that's probably gonna catch your eye in the future. So it may hurt at first, knowing that you missed out, but down the line, like I said, it might come back around, or there's something new that's even gonna be better that you like. So don't even trip off like missing stuff like that. And lastly, just using your resources and being prepared when these things drop. Like I said, Facebook groups, Reddit groups, the apps for the stores, my Discord group. You know, there's so many helpful people around. Someone's bound to help and just show you like, hey, this drop. So just having those things in mind and, you know, having everything laid out in your head, like what you're gunning for, I think you'll have a good season of buying jerseys. Hope this video gave you something to think about. And yeah, let's see. Like I said, next couple weeks, if you want to start checking and stuff like that, I think it'd be a good idea because you want to be the first ones to go grab the jerseys instead of being the last one. But yeah, hope this was helpful, and on to the next video, guys.